know the reason why we chose to say goodbye, but I can't help my feelings. Right now, I can't deny you never left my mind, and now my heart is bleeding. Why did I have to break it up? Guess I was just a young girl living in a dream world. I thought that I'd be better off, but now I pay the price. I do. I don't know how to forget you. I can't forget you. You're always on my mind. I do the things that I should do, so I can't forget, but you're always on my mind. Thought you'd be gone by tomorrow, but you're still there tomorrow and the next day, the next day. I wish I wouldn't remember how you make me feel better in the best ways, the best ways. When I lay down at night, I miss you by my side, telling me about your secrets. I dream and fantasize that I come by your house, telling you about my regrets. Why did I have to break it up? Guess I was way too shallow, my mind was way too narrow. I thought that I'd be better off, but now I pay the price. I do. I don't know how to forget you. I can't forget you. You're always on my mind. I do the things that I should do, so I can't forget, but you're always on my mind. Thought you.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle, and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
By the way, I got some LED lights. So, yeah, I got the LED lights and all this other good stuff. So I'm going to try to hook up the LED lights tomorrow. It's a little too much to do today, but hopefully you can see it on the decks as we go through that. Let me change this. Hello, Piggy. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let me change the footer here and see what we're doing there. All right, footer looks much better. Libra Girl, welcome. Destiny, welcome. Desmond, how are you doing? Andrew, welcome to the stream. Hello, Piggy, thank you for your donations. Bright, welcome, Team Jordan, Lady Vegas, Crystal, Free Mind, Spiritualist. Everybody, thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate that. We got Christina on the stream tonight. So hello, Christina.
Hey.
And we're starting out with a Meraki Tarot for Hello Piggy. There we go. Okay, let's see. I'm looking at the PayPal. I think we're clean. I think we're good. And basically, yeah. Should Kurt feelings about me and all of that other good stuff. Let's find out how that goes by using the Meraki Tarot. Let me get this where I can actually read it. Josh, Kurt feelings about me this week. Let's find out what is going on. Death. It is interesting, a little bit of a change as it goes. So there is some changes happening over there. I think sort of, again, I think that this person had, I think Josh picked the wrong person. And I think that they're going to pay the price for that. And there is going to be some drama associated with that as they leave or exit or whatnot. Healing O, so welcome. How you doing? Leo, welcome back. Ten of Pentacles and the, got a little of the interesting sword combos coming here as well. I think it's very interesting. We got the 6 basically heading to a better place, a new place. We have death, something that is prompting this change of pace. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is sort of a better life, a better tomorrow, and a lot of good things sort of happening with that. 2 of Wands is interesting as well. It's almost like they're already sort of scanning around, trying to find the next big thing, the next shiny object. Moon Honey, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you as well. Basically, the feelings are that they're coming back. I think that they're coming back. I knew that they were coming back. They definitely have a relationship going. I think this is going to be a slow process, not quick at all. 6 of Swords. is a slow moving vehicle. It is something where the boat is sort of moving along, and instead of a motor boat, it's more of a stick in the water and sort of pushing it along. But definitely not a fast moving vehicle. I think they're going to come back with a little more appreciation, a little more, sort of understanding that they did wrong, a bit of an apology coming out as well. And the Two of Wands says that that's going to definitely sort of happen. It's something where they need to sort of reconcile for mistakes that they made, things they did wrong, because I think they did quite a few things wrong, especially in this particular situation. But overall, it is looking like you do have some changes eventually sort of coming in, sneaking through. And the Six of Swords says it will take some time for those to sort of fully manifest and fully be back to the norm. So again, I do see them coming back. It's just a matter of waiting and patience and seeing what happens at the end with all of that good stuff. All right, thank you so much. By the way, the lovely, wonderful Christina is handing us cards tonight. So it is a deluxe accommodations over here. Deluxe accommodations indeed. She's shuffling them and mixing them up and everything.
Picking all my favorites.
Picking all of her favorites. There you go. Spiritualist, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It's been a hot minute since I've seen you. Spiritualist, let me know what you want for your question. I appreciate that. In the meantime, we'll skip to Moon Honey, who wants a Generala for July. We'll be using the Super Linares, by the way, version 2.
I want this deck.
Could be the Super Duper Linares. You never know how that is going to happen. Philippe, welcome. Canary. Whoa, Canary. It has been a long, long time since I have seen you. It is good to see you again. I appreciate you hanging out. Philippe, it has not been a long time. We saw you yesterday. Philippe, thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. I'm doing fantastic. It is a wonderful Monday. Had a good day at work, had a good day outside of work. Everything has been good today to me. So that's not a bad thing at all. It's not a bad thing at all. Anyway, let's get a little bit of Generala for July from Moon Honey. A little bit of a 3 action. It is about working with others to get the results that you need. I mean, sometimes I think we can get the results by ourselves, right? Sometimes we can sort of independently do things. We don't need anybody. We'll just do it our own way, do it sort of how it comes naturally and work it out that way. Sometimes, though, that doesn't work. Sometimes it is challenging. It is challenging indeed. It almost feels like we do need somebody to help in some of the gaps and some of the good things as far as that goes. But it does seem that we do need to rely on other people. We need to sort of lean on other people during these times as that goes. High Priestess says you're in a learning cycle, right? You're in that space to where you do need to sort of understand the ramifications of what you do. You do need to get a little more knowledge if we're on a path of spiritual awakening, if we are on sort of a new business venture, relationships and whatnot. It feels like we need more learning. We need more of an understanding of the entire situation rather than a limited scope of what we're doing. So learning and picking things up. Overall, it looks like that July is going to work well for us. It's interesting that July does open up to a lot of new things. It almost feels like July has a lot of potential for new and exciting adventures, things that we can do, things that we can sort of grasp onto and run with. Jessica, thank you for hanging out with us. Paula, welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you, Paula. We just mailed you a package, by the way. Nakona, thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate you being with us. Spiritualist, let me know if you had a question. Let me click and see if you did have one. Moved in our new home, just hanging out. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Jessica, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Get Jessica a little Generala read as it goes and see what happens with all of that stuff. All right, a general read, right? Using a High Priestess. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Tonight we're using here, this is the Forest Creatures version 2. One of my faves. I had to get the big version. Christina does have the smaller version, but I had to get the deluxe massive version. It was only $60, which is not a bad deal in today's environment of Kickstarters, but there it is. Canary, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, general reading for Jessica. Temperance, how can we balance things out? Lovers, 4 of Wands. Jessica, I don't know if you're looking for somebody new, or if you're sort of scanning the environment out there for somebody that is a potential, but the Lovers says there is a connection. We do have a connection with certain people. We do have a connection, a lot of love sort of happening, a lot of opportunity for love. Brenda, thank you for joining the family with a sub there. Temperance says you need to balance out what you have. It's almost like we can't do everything at once. We can't accomplish everything that we need all in one shot. Temperance says it is going to be a balancing factor, right? Because in Temperance card, you have the water, you have the land, we have the greenery on the right and the lack of greenery on the left. We have a lot of different things sort of moving and happening as that goes. But Temperance says it is a time to balance out the priorities. What is going to be your biggest priority? How is that going to affect you? What kind of things are we going to be working towards if we do get all these priorities in a row? The Lover says that it is a time for love. It is a time to sort of concentrate on how we can benefit others and also sort of what is important to us with love. 4 of Wands says the home is really important right now. It is sort of a concentrated effort at the home. It feels like a lot of comfort at home right now. It feels like a lot of good things at the house and at home. And we can really sort of understand that and get into that mode and sort of relax, be there, and very much sort of get recharged at home at the moment. Anyway, Jessica, there is your general. NV, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, what do we got next? We got a little bit of Little Buddha Tarot. Little Buddha Tarot, what a perfect one for hopping into the next read of Canary. Is it Canary? Oh, we got a High Priest. We got High Priest action tonight. We'll start working in July. It's a procurement agent 3 on contract with Boeing. Let's find out. Let's find out indeed. Find out. Boeing Aerospace. There you go. Procurement agent. What does a procurement agent do then?
I don't even know.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure they have 10 gazillion different things.
Mom is manufacturing engineer.
Manufacturing engineer. That sounds fancy. It sounds fancy indeed. I mean, 9 of Cups, procurement agent. Is this something that we're gathering things, that we're collecting things, we're procuring things? That looks pretty good. We got the 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and Justice. Overall, I'm just going to say thumbs down for this. It feels like that this is difficult to manifest. It feels like that there's a lot of things between us and the final result in here. 9 of Cups into the 8 of Cups, almost like it starts out promising. We have a lot of good things happening. We have a lot of sort of as we can get on there, but it just feels like that we just abandon this effort overall. It feels like things just don't work out. Stacy, welcome, Sunshiny Day. Welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. It just feels like things just don't work out the way that we sort of need them to work out. But I'm just going to say no overall. It just doesn't look good. Justice says that there are better options. There are more balanced options available to you soon. So I wouldn't really rely on this as the final result. But yeah, overall, it just doesn't look like something you're going to be able to get or something we're going to be able to sort of move forward through. There we go. The Tarot, the Dosker Mystical Moments. There you go. Who are we going at now? Canary. Should I move into the flat that I have been looking at? That's an interesting question. We sort of shopping for new places to live. Is that going to be a thing? New places to live? How is that going to work out overall? Canary, Judgment, 7 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Overall, I'm just going to say thumbs up. That doesn't feel bad at all. Doesn't feel too bad as we're sort of sneaking through that, right? Judgment says this is an opportunity that's not going to be bad. It is not going to be half bad. This is an opportunity that we can sort of rely on. We can move into. This does have a lot of good things sort of waiting in the sidelines. Judgment says this could be something that we do need to sort of embrace and try out. 7 of Cups says this flat isn't the only one. This is not the only one that you do have available or will have available. So just be aware, this is not like a last-ditched effort as it goes. And Queen of Wands says you do need to sort of do your research and do your diligence to find a place that's going to be right for you. I think there's a lot of places that are literally wrong for you. I don't think this is one of them, but I think this has a lot of strong possibilities in it. Overall, again, we're going with a thumbs up. I think moving in here doesn't look too bad. Does this look like the beautiful, ideal situation of the best flat you could possibly find? I don't think so. We don't have the Hermit. We don't have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. We don't have the Four of Wands. We don't have anything that sort of indicates that this is going to be the ultimate final destination or whatnot. But NV does know the final destination. NV wants to know, what do I need to watch out and prepare for at work? What kind of adventures do we have waiting for us in the sidelines up there at work? What is going to happen? Is it going to be good, bad, or indifferent? I don't know. But the tarot certainly does at work. At work. Watch out for secrets. Oh, the World and the Nine of Swords. There is some level of gossip. There is. Boo Boo, welcome back. It is good to see you. You are sorely missed. Philippe was asking about you every 7 minutes, Boo Boo, I swear. I swear, Philippe will back me up on this. Philippe was asking about you all the time. Anyway, Boo Boo, welcome back. Hope everything worked out. Sorry to hear about your challenges and whatnot. Hope that chilled out over there. Hope that calmed down somewhat. Alicia, welcome to Stream. Healing Oaths already said hello. It feels like there's gossip. There are gossips. There are gossips indeed happening. The Nine of Swords says something's quite not right over there in La La Land of the workplace. Nine of Swords says there are concerns or legitimate things that we need to worry about or be concerned with. Be concerned with. Things just aren't right there. Overall, how do you fit in the picture? How do you fit in the picture, NV? I think you fit in quite well. You have the World. It says that you have a lot of opportunities there. You have a lot of things that you can grasp, move forward to, and get in that adventure with. And the World also says that there are a lot of advancement opportunities. There are opportunities to move forward, move up, get some things done. Are you making the money you need to sort of be happy? No. I mean, no, let's face it. Me and you, let's talk. It's not happening. NV, it is not happening. It is not happening at all. That Five of Pentacles says you're not making the kind of thing, as well as it almost seems like a lot of times you just don't have the guidance that you need to do what you need to do, right? Sometimes we're like excited. We're like, yes, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to focus on it. This is what I want to, be. And you don't really get the support to do some of the things that you need to do. That's not happening at your work. Can you move up though? Does this have some decent opportunities? I think so. But the drama is there. What do you want to watch out for, prepare for at work? Number one, eliminate yourself from any drama or any networking type things that have a bad feel with them. Number two, focus on things that you don't know. Right? Focus on anything that you don't know and definitely start sort of planning ahead how you are going to move up there, how you're going to get the money that you need. Because I think it's there for the taking, but you just need to have those opportunities in front of you in order to take that as well, right? Anyway, again, Boo Boo, welcome back. Always good to see you. With the current diet, Venus is on a diet.
Do this one.
Oh, man. What are we doing? Oh, we're doing the Bumbleberry Hollows.
That looks like a good diet.
My friend, why does this look like a good
Well,
diet?
because it has all the knives and...
Oh, it has knives and cake. Yeah, everybody loves a diet with nothing but cake and pie. I mean, maybe that's your diet. I don't know. But
well, it looks more like a food diet.
Okay.
We don't have a tasty tarot,
That's easy for you to say. All right, we do not have...
We do have a food deck, but you gave it back to me.
Well, we do have the tasty... I disagree. We do have the tasty tarot right here. We could use let's use the tasty tarot.
Okay.
Let's use the tasty tarot deck.
Those are not diet cards.
Those are not diet cards, but I think it fits the theme.
How about 2 from that deck and 2 from this deck?
Okay, 2 from this deck.
And I'll pull 2 from this.
And then 2 from that deck. We have 2 tasty tarots, and we have 2 Bumbleberry Hollows.
One more.
Ooh, the Emperor is not bad at all. And the 8 of Swords combined with the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. The restrictions ain't working for you. That's what we got. The restrictions ain't working for you. Maybe they are not your best friend. Debbie, welcome to the stream. Kamel, welcome back. How are you doing? And I think we get everybody said hello. Emperor says this is a diet you could follow for a long period of time. I don't think it's going to be a problem. It is a diet you could follow for a long period of time, but the restrictions are just killing you, Venus. That the restrictions are just not what you need. You know what I mean? I think there's a level of restriction to where you're like, Jesus, this sucks. I can't eat anything. I think you're pretty much there. The Eight of Swords says that restriction is just really making you uncomfortable. The Fool says to keep going. It says to keep going. I don't think this is going to be a big problem at all. The Fool says if you continue on it, you will have results. But yeah, this is something you do have to sort of work at. Ace of Pentacles basically find a better diet, right? Find a better diet. I don't think that one is going to work out for you long term. Can you follow it for the period of time that you need to lose the weight that you need? I think so. But for like a long-term replacement diet where this is going to be something that I do, this is going to be something that I am, this is going to be my day-to-day diet. You need something that has a little bit more wiggle room for you overall. That's how it feels. That's how it feels, and that's what the Tasty Tarot says.
The first read, right?
That's the first. What do you mean the first read?
The first read with those?
The first read with the Tasty Tarot, indeed. Blah, welcome to the stream and your donation. I appreciate that. Anahi, we take PayPal. Anahi, there's a PayPal link in the description. If you're not in the country where you can just click that button over there with the $sign. It all depends. It all depends where you're at because YouTube is really freaking picky. It's really a generala for Boo Boo with the Thoth. The Thoth is ready. Oh, we got the Thoth derivative. Boo Boo, you're getting a Thoth derivative tonight. You're getting the Rosetta Tarot. I mean, that's close enough. It is close enough. It is Thoth. All right. Let's see what's happening with that. I mean, we got a little bit clocking back in. All right. Let's see a general. Let's see what is going to happen with all of that good stuff. There you go. Check out my Etsy if you want to buy all of my junk. I mean, all of my junk is available to you. I've had a boatload of orders this weekend, I might say. I had a boatload of... We went to the post office, and the post office people... So Christina went to the post office with me today, right? Anyway, Christina's more social than me. I know, weird, I know. But Christina asked the dude at the post office, she was like, hey, do you know this guy? And the dude was like, yeah, he's here every day.
Yep.
That dude's here every day. Anyway, General, 7 of Cups. You've had better days. You've had better weeks. You've had better months. It's been rough. It has been rough. A lot of things happening, a lot of things in motion, maybe too many. Maybe too many. It's almost like that basically this has sort of poisoned the well. It has sort of drug you down. It's made you feel a lot of, sort of losing power, losing control. It's like a lot of things have just slipped out of your grasp with this. I think that's coming back in, right? There's a bit of normalcy that is going to be coming in soon. 2 of Wands Dominion is a pretty powerful card. It says, just go ahead and relax. This is not going to be something that just encompasses your life for a long period of time. Interference, the 8 of Swords, and futility. It's almost like chasing some of these things that you're chasing doesn't really work out. You do need to figure out where your limits are in this particular situation. 8 of Swords, right? You're going to have your limits. You're not going to be able to get everything that you need. You're not going to be able to get every little missing piece of the puzzle there figured out and moved in. I don't really think it's going to happen. Futility says sort of chasing this as far as you want to chase it may end up being futile indeed. But overall, I think you're coming back into your comfort zone. You're coming back into a little more normalcy. It is moving. This is a factor of going day by day and sort of, doing day by day things that you need in order to sort of get through the situation and move in to the next thing. Soul, charisma, and we have, who else? Love Apples. Welcome to the stream. It's so good to see you. Appreciate all y'all being here. PJH, are the PJs okay? Sunshiny Day, we have a special deck for you, Sunshiny Day. It is called the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. Elemental Wisdom Tarot. Hello, B. Hello to you. How are you doing tonight? Hello, B. It is good to see you as always. All right. Let's see. Let's see how this is going, how this is going to work out. Do have a PJH? Are they doing okay? I think moving around is going to be better for this person in the long run. Moving around is going to give them the opportunities that they do need. I think moving around is going to be the trick here, right? We have the Chariot into Judgment. The new opportunities are brought to us by the Chariot. That movement from the Chariot into a Judgment gives you that expansion. It gives you that good news as it goes. And sort of that movement is sort of where you need to be at the end of the day. King of Coins, though. King of Coins. I think they're comfortable. I think they're comfortable. Maybe too comfortable? Come on, let's admit it. Let's admit it. Maybe too comfortable? King of Coins is maybe I have too much confidence in something and it's not going to work out. Maybe I have too much emphasis on something that's not going to work out. Temperance is a balance is going to be the best factor, the best thing, the best moving part that you can have for that. That is absolutely going to be the key. But the movement gives you the new opportunities. You're not going to get the move opportunities without the Chariot, without the movement, without that excitement, without the expansion, without sort of roaming into that level of detail.
An amazing deck.
This is an amazing deck. It is an amazing deck indeed. This is the kitty deck. This is Taylor Bryn's, by the way, the Feline Arcane deck. It is a new one that we got. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this one.
Yeah,
Sounds like Christina is too. You haven't seen the dog one yet. The dog one's actually even better.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, the dog one. Well, do you want to unbox the dog one with me tomorrow or something?
Yes.
Okay, we'll unbox the dog one. We'll unbox the doggies.
Ooh, what is tomorrow?
Who let the dogs out? Who? Oh yeah, that is the interview with Ethany tomorrow. Interview with Ethany, 1 o'clock. Be here. I mean, be there, be square, be here. I think you're going to want to see it. What is my spiritual calling? Am I psychic? King of Cups, Star, Page of Swords. I think that means yes. I think all of us are psychic on certain levels, right? Yeah? All of us are kind of psychic on certain levels.
We all have gifts.
Okay, so let's grind down here. Come out. Let's narrow it down. Let's go down to the Google Maps level, street level. Let's see what type of psychic you are. Let's see where you are in that realm. The star says that you can see pathways. You can see how things are going to work out. You can sort of see how things are going to be basically into the future via a star, right? So it's like somebody is guiding you, somebody showing you. You have the North Star, a lot of action with that. Page of Swords, though, says you're having problems communicating it. You do have difficulty communicating sometimes what you're feeling, what you're thinking, how things are coming through in your brain, because I think it comes through in a different way than most people. I don't think it's verbal. I don't think it's visual. I think it's almost like an emotion or a feeling as it comes through. King of Cups says you need to use your emotion to pull these things out. I think if you just get raw psychic power with nothing in it, you're just like, I think you're going to drive tomorrow to this door. I don't think that works. I think you need emotion. You need emotion behind it. If you can get that, that King of Cups, I think that activates everything and makes it exciting and makes it exuberant. And that is going to be your key. Your key. You like this deck or that deck?
This deck.
That deck. All right. That is good. I like that you like that deck. All right. Let's see what we got. We got Boo Boo son Ricky got a birthday. Oh my God. We got a birthday up in the house.
Happy birthday!
That's a question.
Happy birthday indeed. All right. We got a double blah read on the double shot. Root canal or regenerative endo. I have no idea what that is. All right, that's a throwdown. I'm just saying that is a throwdown. Where's the button?
Time for a tarot throwdown.
I don't know. That's your thing.
We have a throwdown. By the way, if you're new, a throwdown is when we have, this is a brutal head-to-head death match between two different choices. Picasso, thank you for your donation. It sometimes gets bloody in here. I'm just saying now. It sometimes gets brutal in here. We need the action. We need to find out how the action is going to go. Root canal over here, regenerative, endonomic, whatever for the sun. Let's find out which one is going to be better. Overall, I would go with a root canal. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Never, ever, ever do anything dental based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. Root canal looks like it's an unknown thing. You're going into it, you're not knowing how it's going to go. There are some risks. It is iffy, and it sounds horrible. It sounds effing horrible. Something you don't want to do. There's very emotional things attached to a root canal. Regenerative stuff. Love Apples, thank you for your donation. Regenerative sounds a little better. It sounds a little bit, it looks a little bit more of a playful action, more of a fiery type thing. It also looks like it seems to be a better option overall if you're looking for something that does have long-term effect. She's pregnant. She's reseeding the world that has been barren and abandoned. And I'm just saying now, the regenerative thing looks a lot better. It looks a lot better indeed. All right. Let's see, the throwdown has completed. Oh, we need the other blah deck. What is my advice for exchanging on flat 109? We can use, I guess we use this deck over here. Whatever this deck is.
I love this deck too.
This is the root. Speaking of root, it is the Oak, Ash, and Thorn deck.
I need this one.
Oak, Ash, and Thorn deck. You need to trim it if you get it.
I'll bring it over.
Oak, Ash, and Thorn deck. Oh, we're on the different question that I haven't clicked because I didn't click my thing. What's my advice on exchanging on flat?
What's that in the middle? That's a deer.
109?
From a distance, that
It
has
is
an
a
interesting
deer.
look.
It is a deer. Five of Wands. Five of Wands does say that this is going to be competition. There is going to be some level of competition with this. World says that overall it looks pretty good. If you're looking for an end state of this being okay or not okay, basically, I think it looks okay. It looks half decent indeed. 10 of Wands does say sort of be careful on this. You definitely don't want to go both feet in at the same time. Do any research that you need to do before you move through, before you move into it. I think you will be all right in total. I think you'll be all right at the end of the day. All right.
I need this deck.
You do need that deck. I agree. High Priest has another question. High Priest wants to know some good things. High Priest wants to know. I did some spiritual work on the management of the apartments. Did it work? We are going to use the Art Tarot, Revival Art Tarot version 2, but there are two things happening with that. Revival Art Tarot version 2, and, let's see how that is going to work out because I love this deck. I know some people don't like it,
I like the original better.
I like the original better too, but I mean, this is not a bad deck.
But you like that style.
It's not a bad deck. I'm an artsy kind of guy.
Yeah, you are.
I'm an artsy kind of guy. Did it work? Did the things work? Knight of Wands said you did get some movement. You had some activity in here. Hierophant says the activity, the movement that you're sort of focusing on, that you're looking out for. I think it did affect that. Overall, I think yes. I think that it did affect them. Hierophant is a company, a building, an apartment complex. You basically did a Knight of Wands. You had some movement, you had some activity, some fire towards that. Queen of Swords says you are up against some obstacles. I think you already knew the obstacles were there, but the Lovers overall says you're able to sort of get through those, get into the next project, get into the next thing. So the Lovers is a fantastic card for that. I think that's going to bring in the opportunities that you need and open up some doors that weren't previously open. Basically, I'm going for a thumbs up.
Tell them about the video today.
Basically, I'm going for a thumbs up. Yeah, we're working on all the videos, all of the magical videos for July for all of the different signs. And it's going quite well. Christina and I are doing it together, and I think it's working out quite well. Sigma, what will happen when I quit? Sigma, are you Are you just ditching the entire thing, Sigma? Are you just throwing it down? Are you like going to rage quit? Are you going to go in there and just throw it down and just rage quit immediately? Oh, facing adversity. Oh my. Oh my. Weathering the storm. And what?
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. Why wouldn't there be 2 of them? And deeper understanding. Interesting. Miss Kitty, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Oh, man, facing adversity is not a good card. When quitting, I think you do get some pushback. Maybe there's some bridges burned by this. Maybe some people are upset. Maybe people are just not content, not happy overall. Not content, not happy overall with the situation, how it works out, where you're going with that, what is sort of happening in that way. Weathering the storms is you're able to get through it. Right? It's not a big problem. You are able to get through it. I don't think that's going to be that big of a deal. Deeper understanding sort of lets you, I need to redo this. I need to redo this painting.
Let me see.
This is one of my favorite paintings and I threw it in the trash.
Really?
Yeah, I threw this painting in the trash. Anyway, basically you do have some adversity. You do have some pushback from quitting. It's almost like you have some people that are out to, to ruin you basically because they're pretty upset with it. Deeper understanding says that you do have some better things on the other side of that, right? You have some better things on the other side. So that's not going to be bad. Yeah. I tried to, I was in Frisco at the time, which is like a big city, like big city. And I did a painting a day. Okay, let me tell you the story. I did a painting every single day, and this was one of my paintings, and it was nice. And basically what I'd do is I'd put it on the Facebook group, right? Because I have like 100 paintings. What am I going to do with all this crap? So I did this painting, and I put it on the Facebook group, and I would say, free painting, come get it, right? And Frisco's like extremely populated. So somebody would always go, me, I want it. I go, come on. Anyway, I put this on there. I said, free painting, like silence. And like 2-3 weeks later, I said, free painting, like silence. And then I put it on like a bunch of groups, like 4 or 5 groups with like 100,000 people. And I said, free painting, and nobody got it. So I threw it in the trash. I dumped it into the trash. Anyway, all right. Yeah. Quiana, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Miss Kitty, thank you for your donation. Anai, thank you for your donation. Sunflower, thank you for your other donation. Right now, let's go to Hello B. Update between A and K attachment connection. They finally walking away from each other. Oh no. Are they walking away from each other? By the way, you get to see my new fancy graphics tonight. My new fancy graphic. If you like these fancy graphics on the screen, this is introducing my deck, by the way. My deck, the Waterfall Tarot, that one right there, the Waterfall Tarot.
In stock.
In stock now. I have about 200 of these babies. If you want one, order one. Link in the description. You can get it for like $20. How many tarot decks can you get for $20? I'm just saying, no box, but I have a surplus of them. You can get one for no box, $20. Link in the description. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Anyway, update between A and K, the attachment. How's it going? Leo Sun, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Hierophant is interesting here. I gotta say, it's almost like the attachment can't be gotten rid of. It's almost like they're still addicted to each other. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, they are still attached. They are still attached at the hip with that 10 of Pentacles, trying to make it work, trying to do it. They're willing to walk over hot coals to make this happen. It feels like they're really able to walk through hot coals to make this happen. Judgment overall, though, hello, B. Judgment overall says they're restarting. They're giving it a shot. They're trying. They're giving it their best. They're seeing if things can work out. Hopefully they can work out. Maybe they can't. I don't know. They ain't giving up. There's no giving up action here. There's no Hermit. There's no 3 of Swords. There's no 10 of Swords. There's nothing, in fact, that would even partially indicate they're giving up. They're willing to walk over the hot coals just to have this survive, just to have this be something that they can be. Hello, B. That may not be good news. That may not be good. You may be waiting. You may be waiting a little bit longer than expected. Birthday reading, Sunflower. Happy birthday, and more happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. Use this one. There we go. The divine masculine for Ricky indeed. See what's up for Ricky. What is going on for Ricky? Is Ricky going to make it through? Daya, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. We got Leo's son coming up. Love apples. Picasso. It's a party. It is a party tonight, my friends. I'm telling you that. There's no stopping it now.
Hooray!
All right, Ricky. 7 of Wands. Ricky is getting bombarded with a lot of stuff they don't want. In fact, Ricky, I think you need to just give up on some stuff. I think you're hanging on too long, too many times, too active to some things that ain't working out. I think you're chasing maybe some people that you can't catch. You are that 8 of Cups, having to abandon some things. The 7 of Wands, not getting what we want, having some obstacles to get to the end of state, to get over there. Overall, the world says it does work out okay. It does work out okay. I think financially it's going to be a little rough. Financially it's going to feel like a little rough. It's almost like some of the big goals that you have, some of the big opportunities, some of the big exciting things just haven't seemed to sort of work their way out, right? It almost seems like we're in an endless circle sometimes. I think that's just part of life. That's part of what's happening. The big opportunity that you're waiting for, I think you're looking at March. I think you're looking at March for the big opportunity that's really going to sort of propel you forward as the world keeps going around. Overall, I would say right now, focus on communication, working on the communication, working on getting things to where you need them to be, sort of getting a layup for the next big thing, getting a layup for maybe the next relationship or whatnot is going to be there. But the 8 of Cups says you need to learn when to abandon things and not hang on to them too actively and too diligently, because sometimes that's very difficult. Entity Tarot, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? It is good to see you, VM. What is going on? Welcome to the stream. We got Picasso. What?
How you talk so fast.
I got like 50 readings to do in an hour. Like, what do you want? Like, how am I not going to talk so fast? I got 30 readings to jam into. I have one reading every 2 minutes, and I have to make it meaningful, and I have to give a lot of detail, and I have to shuffle the cards, I have to get the cards, I have to lay the cards out. Okay, well, there's that. Anyway, all right, and then I have to talk to you. Picasso. Picasso I have a dream about royalty. Which royal ancestor is around me?
Oh, that was the wrong deck.
Which royal ancestor? Well, you have a second choice. You have a second choice.
Give him this one.
Give him this one? Okay, we'll do that. Oh, now we're going back to the art.
Well, that's the other one. The better one.
That's the better one. Okay, this is the royalty indeed, the art and all of that other stuff. Today flew by so fast. It did indeed.
Yes, it did.
It did indeed. All right, dream about royalty. Which one is it? Which one has the opportunity to do that? Oh, the 2 of Cups. You definitely were married into a royal family indeed. I think it was unexpected. I think that you ended up sort of being chosen to marry into a royal family. It was something that was a bit unusual, definitely unexpected. It did have a lot of benefits for you, but also had a ton of downsides with it. The Emperor, I think basically that you were married in almost, I don't say against your will, but it wasn't something, again, that was expected. It was something that you already had somebody else in mind, and they sort of stole you away from that, stole you away from your true love, and they forced you into doing all of that stuff. 7 of Coins says you ended up doing a lot of work within the family. I think this is something where you did have to pick up a lot of pieces that were sort of just laid out everywhere, that are sort of just crumbled out amongst all of these particular royalties and whatnot. The king is an interesting thing indeed. I think you actually had a child, and I think that you actually had a child. I think that the child was sort of become king sort of after the fact and whatnot. I think the dynasty basically was overthrown shortly after your child sort of got in there and got sort of rolling and whatnot. But overall, it looked like a pretty action-packed time. It looked like a pretty action-packed time overall. I mean, I'm just saying, you got the emperor, you got the king. We have a lot of activities there, and the overthrow of the throne and whatnot. 17 Joy, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Who else joined? Somebody else.
What's the next question?
The next question is a general. A general. We're going to do a general. We got
I would love for you to use
we got love apples.
Have you used that one yet?
Love apples. I've not used that one yet. Love apples wants a general read. Love apples gets a general read. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Love apples gets what Love apples needs to have.
I love apples.
Love apples. We love apples indeed. We juice. So
We love apples.
we juice. So she does like 90% apples and like 10% anything else, basically in the
Carrots.
juice. Yeah, carrots.
Kale.
And all of that stuff. General, we are looking at the High Priestess, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, a lot of wands, a lot of fire thing. It's time to get going. Love apples, it's time to get moving on some stuff. A lot of things that you haven't been moving on, you do have to sort of get started with that. Queen of Wands is the CEO, the master of multitasking. Some of those projects that you have put aside, some of the big ideas that you have for making money on the side, getting a little side thing going, I think those work. I think you have some meat on the bone in some of those ideas, some of those inspirations. I think you can have more inspiration, especially about mid to end of July. You're going to have a lot more inspiration, a lot more sort of attachment to some of these things that are your side projects. Knight of Wands definitely says pursue some of those if you can, in the spare time, if you can. That is going to be some of the bigger opportunities for you as you sort of sneak into that. High Priestess says it is a learning time, an expansion time, a time to build up what needs to be built up. A lot of times we just sort of let things just flow, sort of hope for the best. I don't think that works for you as a general overall strategy, Love apples. I think you need to take some of that action in tow. And this is indeed time to crank up some of those exciting projects as it goes. Any good news from me for Yogi? What good news deck do we have going for Yogi?
Good news deck for Yogi.
A good news deck for Yogi indeed.
Yogi needs.
Kamel, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Ooh, Yogi needs a little bit of this one. This is a nice one
I
indeed.
do like this one.
Very good choice. Very good choice. This is a little prince in case you don't know. I'm not really sure. Nahi, you are 2 away. You're 2 away. So after 2 reads, Nahi, it is all you. It is all you, my friend. You're going to be the star of the show. Any good news for me? Get a general work in the tower. Oh, the 4 of Wands. And it is a rebuilding time, right? Kamel, thank you for your donation. It is a time to rebuild. You have to rebuild. You have to get that working. You have to get that going. The tower says that there are some crumbling of pieces as it goes down. Bright, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The crumbling is not a problem. This is one of the few times that the tower is not that big of a deal. You have the 3 of Swords. You see it coming. Number 1, your biggest boon here is to see the tower coming. And that's what you do. The 3 of Swords, you have some aspects. You have a sneak preview of that. Page of Wands, it's almost like that you got into a situation that you can't get out of. You got a situation you weren't quite prepared for. The 4 of Wands is the rebuilding of the tower. That's where you make it home. You rebuild it from scratch. You rebuild it better. I think that is going to be your biggest factor and something that you can look forward to. How hot is it? What was it, like 90?
Love reading.
Like 90 today or something like that?
Let's give her.
Future work assessment. Christine, welcome to stream. How are you doing? All right, Samantha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. A little modern love, Tara. A little modern love. By the way, Ethany on the stream tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central. 1 o'clock Central, right? She designed the Modern Love Tarot, hired out somebody. And you're wondering, right? You're wondering, how do you do that? How do you hire somebody to make your deck, to draw your deck? How do you find somebody? Let's ask her all of the great questions that everybody has. I hope you all sort of join me for that. Love reading, the 3 of Cups. It's time for friends with benefits. Boo-boo. It's time for friends with benefits right now. The 2 of Swords says the love disconnection is happening. It is happening. It feels like that is just not there. We have a massive, massive emotional disconnection with some of the loves, some of the prospects and stuff. It feels like the 3 of Cups, the friends with benefits, the Page of Cups, easing off that emotional attachment, just having a little fun on the side. Doesn't seem like that bad of a deal. I'm just going to say,
Let all hang out.
Let it all hang out. Let it all hang out. The friends with benefits hanging out right there. Let it do it. Man, the Page of Cups, the emotional immaturity that sort of come from some of the dudes that you meet, some of that disconnecting from the emotion. It feels like that's working our nerves. It's working our nerves, and
What's the next?
an easy fix, an easy fix. Anahi is finally up. Anahi, you have been waiting literally a year. Literally a year to ask. I want to know if somebody cheated on me.
Ooh, let's do this one.
If somebody cheated on me, that this might hurt Tara.
Are they cheating on me? Those panties ain't mine.
Did they cheat or did
What are the cheating cards?
they not cheat? What are the cheating cards? I'm glad that you asked because it's in my book, Tarot Guidance. If you're wondering about cheating, relationships, and all of that other stuff, you have all of this covered in my book. It is only like $40. It's a massive book. It's big. It's huge. It's freaking, I can't even fit it in frame. It's massive. It's huge.
Very nice.
And it's very nice.
Expensive to mail.
It is outrageously expensive to mail, unfortunately. But you can pick it up and I'll ship it to you. Link in the description. All right. I'm just saying, did they cheat on you? Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. I'm going to go with no, they didn't cheat on you at all. They didn't cheat on you. The Nine of Cups, I think because they had sort of that mode of very personable, very friendly, very sort of smooth operator with that. King of Swords says they also had a lot of power. They also had a lot of people that they were sort of communicating with. They had a lot of things going on and whatnot. Seven of Pentacles says that the work that you put into the relationship was okay. They did not cheat on you. Anahi, I don't think they cheated on you. The next one is, how is the Cancer feeling about me? Jason. Yeah, Jason did not cheat on you. Cancer, if they have feelings, some Cancers do have feelings.
They have a lot.
We use the Rose Tarot. That is a nice deck. It is a nice deck indeed. I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
Just saying, the 10 of coins, 4 of coins, and the 3 of batons. The Cancer has a lot of good, stable type of things. Sort of like, traditional Cancer. A pretty traditional Cancer as it goes, right? The 10 of coins, they do have some expectations going into any interaction, but I do think that they have a lot of 4 of coins type thing. A little bit on the shy side, a little bit on the, I'm not going to overshare. I'm not really going to sort of be, the person that just dumps all of my emotions. You are going to have to guess. You're going to have to guess. That's sort of with that, right? The 3 of batons. Sunflower, thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate that. 3 of batons does say that, overall, they'd like something a little different. Miss Kitty. It feels like they have some interest level, but it may not be the best match. It may not be that match that you're looking for, that perfect match that we're sort of finding in there. The 3 of batons sort of searching and seeking for something maybe a little bit different. And the shyness, the closed in feel from this particular person may not be your best match either. So kind of a mismatch. There's not a lot of great cards, not a lot of fantastic cards like maybe a 4 of wands or lovers, 2 of cups, something like that. Just anything with that. Kiana Carey, let me know if I'm butchering that name. If I am, I apologize. They want to know a question. Let me find them and click on this. I sent support. Kiana. Okay, it's Kiana. Okay, I appreciate that. They just sent support. Kiana. Yeah, Kiana, whatever. Let me know if you have a question. I appreciate you hanging out with us. She said it's Kiana in her thing. So it is pronounced Kiana. Okay, I have no idea. All right. I'm probably butchering it. That's what I do. What's the outlook of me and Venus moving to a new house in 4 to 6 years? 4 to 6 years, that's a pretty good time. I think the Light Seers Tarot would definitely have some info on that good stuff. Light Seers Tarot does that. Gonna get a little bit of the housewives, the one on the floor. What's the outlook of us moving into a new house?
Puppy dog hair.
Puppy dog. Oh, yeah. I thought I vacuumed all of that up. Moving into a new house is looking pretty good. It is looking pretty good. You're asking about a long time frame. Obviously, now it's kind of rough to move into a new house because it is very challenging to get one. The prices are outrageous. Queen of Pentacles says by that time, if you have saved enough, if you have put enough dedication into it, I think that is going to be something you can do. Absolutely thumbs up. You have 2 pages. It's almost like we're not ready now. And I think that's why you're asking the question, right? We're not ready now. This is not something we're going to be able to do now. We do have to get sort of stuff going on. Maybe it's finances. Maybe it's finding the right house. Maybe we're moving. Maybe we have a lot of moving parts with that. Wheel of Fortune does say that, yeah, this is one of those factors where we do need to plan. There is a lot of planning to do that. Can you move into a new house? Absolutely. There are some planning requirements. There are some planning things that need to be done to do that. I would get started as soon as possible on that, right? So you and Venus are going to be able to do that. Doesn't look like a problem at all. A problem at all. How to improve with the new situation using the thought. Using the thought. Oh, man. Try how to improve in that situation and see if that is going to be a thing. By the way, Jill, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. A little bit of a thought action as it goes. The traditional thought for Dia. Improve on the situation. How can we do it? How is this going to be possible? Because it does seem like sometimes we are backed up with that. You got to keep motion going, that's for sure. I don't think stagnating, I think waiting, I don't think relying on what you know is going to work out overall. You do need to step up somewhat in the situation and get a lot of stuff done, and you're going to need some support. You're going to need some support, okay? Jill, thank you for your donation. We'll find out about JW here in a minute. You got to get moving. That's the first thing. Dia, you have to get moving. If you don't, if you just do a little bit, you know, if you're just like, I'm just going to let it ride, I'm going to let it settle, I don't think that works with you long term. Your biggest factor here is you have a lot of things working against you. And if you can't get through those, if you can't get into the next realm, if you can't go past those, and that is relying upon you a lot. This is not something that, you know, not something that's a freebie with that. And that's why I say the 3, right? It is about networking. It is about contacting other people. It is about getting support. The more support you have, the better off you're going to be with this situation. Absolutely. I think going alone is not going to be very advantageous for you overall. I think the more support you have, the better off you are. And there's one particular person in the situation that you just can't trust. Bottom line, you just can't trust at all. Bottom line. Will I get over my fears and go back to school now? Let's find out.
I love this deck.
You love this deck. This is, and by the way,
I love the way it feels. I love the way it smells.
Oh, you like everything about it.
Yes.
All right, Kamel. Will I get over my fears and go back to school? Oh, getting over fears is pretty difficult, I got to say. It is going to be difficult indeed. So, yeah. Oh, getting over the fears.
Don't you love the way it smells?
I like the way it smells. It has a certain waft to it, I have to say.
Like a new book.
Like a new book. Samantha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you as well. All right. By the way, we are ending soon. The good time has to come to a rolling end eventually, and we're getting to that point. We still have 7 donations to go through, and then we're going to be hanging out and doing something different. Will I get over my fears? You have to. I don't think there is anything to do with that. Phoenix, thanks for your donation. I think you're trapped in a loop. You're trapped in a movement loop, right? Basically, you're assuming that things are going to happen your way. You're assuming you're trying to get the unicorn situation, right? It's almost like you're trying to get this perfect environment, this perfect situation. In reality, I don't think that's really going to work out. I don't think that is going to work out. Phoenix, thank you for your question. That's funny. The Page of Cups, though, it says that you're in an emotional cycle. It is too emotional right now. you really got to look at it from more of a logical perspective instead of an emotional perspective. The more emotion that's inserted into this, the more backed up that you are going to be. This is the Northern Animal Tarot, by the way. It was a Kickstarter. Overall, just do it. Just do it and get it done. I don't think that's going to be something that, you just got to do it. Again, there's no reason, there's no room for emotions within this situation. So be careful with that and approach it from that perspective, right? All right. Bright smile. Sounds like a dentist. What's going on with a left-hand pain and swelling? I'm not a doctor, so I have no idea. I have no idea at all.
You should use this deck.
Entertainment purposes only, by the way.
That's not a good deck.
Entertainment purposes only. This is not a medical read. This is more of an entertainment read. We're going to do a general. We're going to do a general for bright smiles. So we're going to turn this into a general reading because bright smiles. If I get a medical reading and I'm not a medical professional on YouTube, they will ban my ass. They will remove me forcefully from YouTube if I do that. So this is not a medical reading. It is a general reading for bright smiles. Hopefully you can translate this over however you see. Ace of Wands is an action card. It feels like a lot of action has happened. A lot of action has occurred with this thing. It is a newfound action. But the Four of Cups says the action that was taken, the action that is moving forward is not exactly the best action. It's not exactly the best sort of action that has been taken. Four of Cups is rejecting something and accepting some things, but rejecting other things, if that makes sense. Five of Swords does point to cutting may be required with this. Five of Swords is the Lord of Defeat. It feels like there is a cutting action with that, especially when you have a sword sort of amongst some of these other things. And the Nine of Wands, it does say the Wounded Warrior, right? The Wounded Warrior. It feels like that you are wounded, you are injured, but you can still get things done that you could get done before. It's a matter of tweaking. It's a matter of understanding what the perspective is and modifying the behaviors and whatnot. But we are able to get back. We are able to get back to where we need to be. The next one is Samantha, a general for Samantha. There we go. Get a little bit of a general action as it goes. All right, we got 3 more readings and then we are out of here. We're going to go eat a banana and take a shower.
And go home.
All right, general. Let's get it done. Let's get it done for Samantha. See what Samantha has in store with all that stuff. Hanged Man. Samantha, the way you have been looking at things, I don't think it works out. I don't think it's going to work out long term. I don't think this is going to be something that is going to work out for you. Almost like you're navigating through a maze sometimes. You're navigating through a maze. You're trying to find the end. You're trying to find where the cheese is through all of these mazes. It feels exhausting. It feels like you're doing work that you don't need to do. It feels like you're sort of in a maze to where it doesn't feel like there's a definite place to where I need to be, but it feels like I'm just sort of dead ending all the time. And that's sort of where we're at, right? You're trying some things and they're dead ending. You're trying some pathways and they're dead ending, all while trying to get to the end state of that. Page of Wands says look at it from a different perspective and come at it from a different perspective. I think perspective that you have been approaching the maze from doesn't work. I think the Hanged Man says looking at this a little bit differently, relaxing, looking at it from a different perspective gives you that Page of Wands where the action sort of comes in there. And the Hanged Man is also, of course, enlightenment. And that's kind of what you need in the enlightenment days. There we go. All right, Jill is next. Jill wants to know something. What does Jill want to know? Jill wants to know, what is JW's beef with me? What kind of problems do they have with that? All right. And we're going to find out here by using this deck here. This deck, I mean, this is a...
Playful Heart.
This is the Playful Heart Tarot. Everybody does love this one, I got to say. What is the beef? Knight of Swords. It's almost like that you didn't move quick enough. You didn't agree with them. You didn't move fast enough. You didn't do what they wanted. They seem to be a little more micromanaging the situation, right? Nine of Pentacles, they have a certain expectation. You didn't live up to it. They had a certain thing that they wanted done. You didn't do it. Again, the Knight of Cups, they were trying to sort of con you into it at some point. They definitely had a bunch of emotional attachment to something that should not have have emotional attachment to have been in the first place. You didn't move fast enough. You didn't move with them. You didn't agree with a lot of the things that sort of went through there. Overall, it was just sort of a disagreement, a different perspective, maybe didn't see it the same way and didn't act the same way indeed. And that sort of caused us to have kind of a problem with all of that stuff. All right. We'll just use this as the final. This will be the finale deck. We'll just use that. That is the Poe, by the way. The Poe. We got an Italy travel over here. That sounds damn exciting, I got to say. Will I travel to Italy in March? We use the Poe for the last 3 reads, and then we will sneak out of here and get out of here tomorrow. Yeah, we're down to the last 3 reads. Got Samantha 2 more, and then we are out. And we are out. The Star? Oh, yeah. You're looking at travel. You're looking at the Star. That is where you want to be, my friends. That Star is huge. The Star is huge. It absolutely says travel is in your future. You're looking at it. You're looking at staring straight in the face at a travel opportunity. I think that's where you really want to be. 4 of Pentacles does say it's going to cost you a little more than what you're kind of expecting. 7 of Cups says, be careful. There are a lot of things in Italy that can be done better, right? Do you need to eat at the tourist trap restaurant? I don't think so. By the way, Italy, you will get pickpocketed. I've been to Italy several times. You will get pickpocketed. You need to prepare for that. There's a lot of ways you can prepare for that. Look it up. 7 of Cups. It does say there's a lot of options that you can do. They're going to be better options than what you're looking at now. Definitely do a little more research. A little more research. And that is going to be where it is at. 4 of Pentacles, again, may cost you a little more than what you had expected. The Star doesn't mean travel. Well, it does in my system. It does indicate something to follow, April. And something to follow is the way that we read it, April. So let's go to the next read, indeed, and find out all of that other good stuff. We got Phoenix. What does Tarot Oracle need to know?
Ooh, let's see.
What does Tarot Oracle need to know, indeed? What kind of interesting things does T.O. have in store? 2 of Swords. T.O. doesn't see some of the aspects that he needs to see. That is for damn sure. 2 of Swords is a blinded in different worlds. We don't really have some of the views to some of the things that we have. I think that's what we're working at too, right? We got too many projects going on. I want to do a tarot thing. I want to do more videos. I want to create another deck. I want to do some painting. I want to work. I got to do a full-time job. I got to hang out with Christina, and then we got to write a book. Too many things happening, a lot of going on. Knight of Cups says this is one of the things. This is one of those moments where everything is just kind of working emotionally for me. Everything's working emotionally, a lot better emotional response, a lot better thing going on in the relationships and whatnot. But the Tower says that everything changes in July. So let's find out. Let's find out July. What does July bring? Bring it on, July. Bring it on. I'm prepared. The Tower indeed. Oh, you never know. You never know. But that's what Tarot Oracle needs to know. You know, that's what Tarot Oracle needs to know. YouTube user has a question. YouTube, let's find out what you asked. We are going to get out of here after that. We are going to get out of here after YouTube user. Will I get in trouble with my manager if we skip work tomorrow? Well, this was kind of important to do today. This was kind of important to lay this down on the read table today, I'm going to say. The moon, the Fool, and the Ace of Wands. Oh, I don't see anything. I'm going to say no. I don't think you get in trouble. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. The moon says that overnight, I think things change and it's a little more accepting. I don't think things are not that bad. I don't think things are going to be, kind of as bad as they would be, as they otherwise would be and whatnot. All right, let me take care of this and you are out of here. Good luck. Have a nice day. Okay. Yeah, but the moon says overnight things change for the better. The Fool says go on your adventure. Go on your adventure. Go do it. Have that fun. Asa wants us new opportunities are waiting for you outside of work. You don't have to worry. You don't have to be concerned at all. Not concerned at all. This is going to be something that's going to be fun. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. If you get fired, don't blame me.
What's she saying?
If you get fired, don't blame me. And with that, we are out of here. Thank you for joining us. We will see you tomorrow.
So here we go again, it's no surprise. 'Cause we know better than to roll the dice. So take this love and try to make it new. You can't fight it when it feels so true. You drive me crazy like no one else. The final moment before I lose myself. And it's no use working 9 to 5.